Hello, welcome to A Novel Console, your weekly podcast where we talk about books, games, food, and stuff that caught our attention during the week. My name is Chris, and with me is my beautiful co-host and wife, Karradyne.
Hello.
And this week, we don't have a regular episode.
Nope.
You mind telling us what we're doing this week, Karradyne?
We have a very crunchy episode this week. It's crunchy. It's got some mayonnaise. It's got some pickles. It has a line wrapped around the building and into the road.
Are you talking about
when the Popeyes chicken sandwich hit and the world as we knew it was destroyed?
Right, because Popeyes took over the world.
Yep.
It started a war that is still raging. And fucking Burger King and damn Taco Bell are joining into the war soon.
Taco Bell's going to have a chicken sandwich?
It's going to have a chicken sandwich, but it's a taco.
You're shitting me.
No, I'm serious.
You're serious?
Yeah, they're testing it out right now in some states, yeah.
No.
It's not being tested over here. If not,
what is it? It's like a chicken patty and a tortilla?
Yeah.
With pickles and mayonnaise?
I think it's jalapenos and spicy sauce.
No.
Yeah.
That's going to be disgusting.
It is, and we have to try it.
Oh, God.
Anyways, it's not going to be a normal episode. We decided to move our release dates from Fridays to Mondays.
It's just a lot easier to not record during the week.
Yeah,
it's hard.
Because both me and Karradyne work. I get up at 4 a.m. every day. Karradyne works all day.
I use my brain all day, and it really hurts.
Yeah, and I think that if we move recording to Saturdays so that we can release episodes on Monday, it would make it much better for us and for you because you would be getting a better quality episode. And you won't have one of us falling asleep while the other one's all excited about what they're talking about.
And if you don't like to listen to the whole episode in one sitting, you can just listen to like 10 minutes a day and you'll be done by the time the next episode rolls around. Or at the end of your work week. I don't know. I'm rambling.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do a small episode. First off, we're going to talk about a couple of things that we've been doing and a couple of things that we've experienced recently. And then we're going to do a, 5-way?
Yes.
Garbage battle?
Battle of the chicken sandwich.
Yes, and we'll see who reigns supreme. And the answer... At least it surprised me. I don't know about you guys, but it did surprise me.
It did not surprise me.
Which one the better sandwich was. But there was one contender that actually did amazing, and I'm so happy about how great they did. Are you not?
I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
Second place.
Oh, yeah. I was afraid you were talking about third place. I am surprised that third place was not fifth place. Personally, based on personal preference.
Yeah. But we'll get that in a bit. First off, Offspring has a new song out.
Yeah.
It's not classic Offspring.
No.
It's not terrible.
It's kind of poppy.
It's very poppy. It sounds like a lot of their weird parts from all their songs mashed together into one. So it kind of feels a little bit like Why Don't You Get a Job and The Kids Aren't All Right and Walla Walla and a bunch of other songs just mixed into one. And
Walla Walla.
Walla Walla, Walla Walla. I don't know what else they say.
I don't know that song.
So anyways, it's not terrible, but it's not great. I just really hope that the rest of the album is amazing. The song is called Let the Bad Times Roll. And with a name like that and it being from The Offspring, I'm kind of surprised at what they did. Moving on to other music news, guess who releases a brand new song tomorrow?
Nickelback.
No.
I wish.
Actually, we found out about the band because of a band that Nickelback found that we saw, and they were complete shit.
Yes, I never would have, probably been a fan of that band if it had not been for Nickelback and my undying love for them. I don't care what you bitches say. You might claim you don't like Nickelback, but... I seriously doubt you have no Nickelback songs on your playlists.
Everyone loves Nickelback.
Everyone loves How You Remind Me.
Yeah.
Is lies. JRR even features part of one of their songs in their daily thing that they talk about multiple times a day.
JRR also did a...
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that.
top 25
Stop.
worst bands in the world.
40.
Nickelback was
Top 40. They were number one.
They were number one, and they still said, I don't know how they're number one because they've had so many hit singles. So
They're doing something right.
I mean, and I doubt they're paying people to have their music
Every
played on the
Nickelback
radio
concert I
nonstop.
have ever seen, they pack out an arena like nobody else, and they put on a fucking amazing show.
But
You hate because you hate yourself.
I don't hate Nickelback.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm
Oh,
talking to
okay.
our listeners.
No, I do hate the band that they found, which is fucking...
Theory of a Dead Man.
God, fuck you, Tyler.
But don't they just
fucking
call themselves
Tyler
Theory
asshole.
now?
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
And you...
I used to have
Dude,
this
you're-
really cool Theory of a Dead Man t-shirt. I've never told you this story. We don't want to hear that Tyler Connolly story again.
No, we're not hearing the Tyler Connolly story. It's like every time they release a new song, they're like, oh, here's Theory of a Dead Man with a new song. And you listen to the song and like, I guess it's passable. Then he starts singing. And you're like, it's not good. Then he starts rapping. You're like, okay, dude, seriously, break up the fucking band.
I had this Theory of a Dead Man t-shirt. I got rid of it. But it had like a King of Hearts card on it or something. And the king's head was like skulls instead. And it said Theory of a Dead Man. And one day the old men were handing out the pocket Bibles on campus. And one of them saw my shirt and told me I looked like I really needed one. He did.
It's like that other day where I was giving that Haitian lady a ride to her church, and she gave me a book, and the book was in Spanish. That threw me off entirely because she was Haitian. She was speaking
Did
English.
she tell you she was Haitian, or are you assuming she was Haitian?
She had the Haitian
You are
accent.
assuming she was
No.
Haitian.
When she talked, she had that Haitian accent that is undistinguishable from everywhere else.
It's okay for him to say that because he's from the islands.
She was Haitian, and the church where she was going to was a Haitian church.
Okay.
But she gave me
A Spanish book.
a religious book in Spanish, which was weird.
It's still in my car.
Yeah, we need to take it to Bright Light, see if they'll take it.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, the band that's releasing music tomorrow, well, today, is Leaving Haven. It's my favorite local Orlando band. They're releasing their brand new single. They had their last single played on JRR last Saturday. I love that single. It's called Enemy. It's really good. It's available anywhere you can get music. Just go listen to it. Listen to the rest of their album. They're great. And they put on a real fun show because they are having fun. So, anything else you want to talk about before we jump into this garbage 5-way battle?
The last week of my life, plus 2 days now, has been consumed by one thing and one thing only. A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. Because I am mass trash. I need a t-shirt that says that. Mass trash. Just like put her face on it. She is queen.
Maybe we can make it a novel console exclusive.
Can your
merch.
dad make t-shirts?
So you know how we have stickers now?
Yeah? Can you make me a t-shirt?
I was going to ask him to see if we could get shirts because I really want a shirt that says Frankenstein dick on it. With like a Frankenstein winking and a thumbs up.
Oh,
that would
man.
be awesome.
That would be perfect to wear to Universal during horror nights, but they wouldn't let you in wearing that.
What if you
You
put
could hide it under your jacket or something.
what if you put an asterisk instead of a C?
I still, at Disney at least, I know we were not allowed to let people into the park if we noticed stuff like that. I one time had to hand somebody a Sharpie to color in the boobs on their tattoo. Because you can't have explicit tattoos visible and come into the park.
That's ridiculous. Yet all these ladies with Jack Skellington tattoos can come in. All faded Jack Skellington tattoos, stretched out Jack Skellington tattoos.
Yep.
That's trashy.
Man, we could have a whole episode one day about things I saw at Disney. Anyway, yeah, that book has taken over my life, but in a really good way. As soon as we finish recording this episode, I'm going to go finish reading it. Got about 100 pages left. If I have to stay up until midnight tonight, I'm going to fucking do it.
Good luck with that.
Thanks.
So yeah, another thing I forgot to mention, I've been playing a lot of Persona Strikers because I wanted to review it, but then I figured out that it's actually Persona 5-2. So it's a very long game, so I'm not going to be able to. So the game that I'm going to talk about is going to be Mario for next Monday.
Mario.
And that's actually a really fun game. I've been having a lot of fun playing it. And I also did play Project Triangle Strategy, the game that I had talked about with the 3 choices and whatnot. So the demo's on the eShop. Go play it. It's really fun. And it gives me a lot of old Final Fantasy Tactics vibes, which Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2 is winning our Patreon poll for the video games that I'm going to have to play at the end of April. Please go vote. Make it not that game, because I started playing it and it's hard. I'm crying every time that I have to pick it up. But no, not really. I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. It's actually a really good game.
What's
but go
winning
vote.
my poll?
I think it's the how to be a unproper lady, or
A Lady's Guide to Mischief
That.
and Mayhem?
that. Yeah.
What the fuck? That's nowhere near that.
Well, anyways, we got to cut that poll short. Maybe next week we'll stop it and we'll have the results. So other than that, I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Just some chicken sandwiches.
All right. So you know what time it is?
It's time for Give Me the Garbage Battle of the Chicken Sandwiches!
Yeah, the only segment we're doing in this week's episode, because Monday you're getting another one. Remember that. Monday you're getting another novel console, and this is Give Me the Garbage.
So today we are reviewing 5 chicken sandwiches from 5 different fast food locations that I'm pretty sure you can find near you.
One of them might be a problem, because this one is actually kind of a problem for us to even get to here.
Although we also have a regular listener in Egypt. I don't know how common these chains are there or in France.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho. So we are reviewing chicken sandwiches from the following locations: KFC, McDonald's, Chick-Fil-A, Popeyes, and Church's Chicken.
So we wanted to get the 4 major chicken places, and we are going to be reviewing the regular chicken sandwich, not the spicy one. We're probably going to do a spicy episode for
Our Patreon
our
supporters!
Patreon. And by a spicy episode, I mean we're probably both going to be naked talking about spicy chicken sandwiches.
Can we put spicy sauce on each other's bodies?
No, I don't want to go to the hospital and have to explain that.
I'm sure they've seen Stranger Things.
I've seen Stranger Things in the hospital when I used to work there. Like a fucking
No, don't tell these stories.
toilet cleaning brush up some hole that shouldn't be up. That one was weird. It looked like fucking either a pogo stick. He looked like an ice pop. A fucking fudgesicle.
Okay, so basically we're gonna start with
Stop
we're
with
gonna
the
stop
fudge-
with that.
Stop with the fudgesicle.
We're gonna start with number 5, the worst.
Before you start, you want to
wait.
describe what the chicken sandwich is supposed to be, or what would qualify it as the chicken sandwich that we're trying to review?
Crispy chicken patty,
Mm-hmm.
pickles,
Yep.
mayonnaise,
Yep.
buttered bun.
Doesn't have to be butter, just has to be a good bun that matches it.
Yeah, I think it's usually toasted too.
Yeah, if you can hear something that sounds kind of slimy, it's
It's
Luna.
Luna!
She
Stop!
is. She's chewing on her butthole for some reason.
That's disgusting.
Well, so is the fudgesicle.
So yeah, we're gonna work our way up from like the garbagey area to the gorbagey area. But I'm not necessarily saying that any of these were garbage or that any of them were garbage.
Yet.
We're going from garbagey to gorbagey. Okay.
Yeah. So you want to start out with the first one?
So number 5, the worst of the 5 chicken sandwiches.
And it really isn't the worst.
It's just the worst of the 5 that we ate.
Yes, but it's
Today.
actually really good.
It's not bad.
It's really good. Okay, so another thing to preface all of this: all of these sandwiches right now, they go for about $4.25 with taxes, just the sandwich by themselves. because the ones that I bought were $4.25 each, except one of them. But that one of them was like $1 and change more because I got 4 jalapenos with it.
Anywho, so number 5. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it. They should pay us for that.
Right? So yeah,
It's so
McDonald's
good.
is number 5. Poor McDonald's. This is probably the one that I was expecting to be the worst. Actually, no, that's a lie. There is one other that I expected to be the worst, and I'll clarify that when we get to it. But I'm still not surprised that this one was the worst. It is not a bad sandwich by any means. It is a very McDonald's-esque sandwich, though. I could definitely tell. Like, if you hadn't told me that it was the McDonald's sandwich, I think I could have figured out that one was the McDonald's sandwich.
I'm pretty sure I could have told you that was a Chick-Fil-A sandwich, and you probably would have believed me.
No,
Because it kind of feels like Chick-Fil-A on a not-so-good day.
The Chick-fil-A's chicken is seasoned so much more than this. This was very bland chicken. Very bland.
I guess. But I also find the Chick-fil-A one to be kind of bland, too.
You speak blasphemy.
We'll see. Tell me more about the McDonald's one.
So it was kind of bland, like I said. It really drives me nuts that there is no mayonnaise. It is literally just a chicken patty and pickles. You need some moisture. The bun is fine. It was kind of buttered-ish, slightly. It's not bad. Overall, it's okay.
Okay, so my opinion of it is it comes from a burger place. So the fact that they made a chicken sandwich that is actually decent is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I would have it again if I'm pressed and I'm somewhere and I don't feel like eating a greasy burger. I'll just get this chicken sandwich because it's not bad. And it does have McDonald's pickles, and those are pretty decent pickles.
But their chicken nuggets are better.
I've been trying to get the regular nuggets for a while. They only have the spicy nuggets.
What?
I'm kind of sick of the spicy nuggets.
They only have spicy nuggets? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, for a limited time now.
They don't have any regular nuggets.
I haven't seen them in the menu or anything. So, yeah. So back to the sandwich.
It ain't crispy.
It ain't crispy. No, but we also did run into that problem with a few of them, even with the one that ended up in the
Top 2.
Yeah, one of them was not crispy, but everything else worked amazing. Anyways, we'll get to that when we get to it. So McDonald's crispy chicken sandwich. It's called a crispy chicken sandwich.
That's so original.
Yeah, like I said, oh, let me get the chicken sandwich. She said, the crispy chicken sandwich. Like, that's the name. She said, yeah. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, that. It gets a meh.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It's not okay. It's nowhere near okay, but it's not terrible. It's decent. Next, we got Chick-fil-A. It's in the number 4 spot. It's a classic chicken sandwich. I mean, it's chicken, it's pickles, it's bread, lightly toasted bread.
No mayonnaise.
No mayonnaise. And Karradyne did put some of the cilantro lime sauce on it after she took a couple of bites just to gauge it compared to the rest. It was horrible.
It was no bueno. It tasted like medicine.
It was really bad.
I love that sauce.
I tore up a little piece to give to Luna, and I tasted that sauce, and it was horrible. It was one of the worst things I've ever tasted, and I love that sauce.
So we don't know if the sauce was bad or if it just doesn't work on that sandwich, because we always get it on...
Oh, you guys are hearing
Squeaky
squeaks.
toy!
Luna squeaking hard. Karradyne had to take the toy away and give her a big one.
We got her a non-squeakable one.
Yeah, it squeaks, but Luna's mouth is too tiny, so she can't squeak it. So this sandwich, to me, it doesn't have a lot of flavor. And it doesn't
I felt like it had more flavor than the McDonald's one, though. The chicken itself.
Yeah, I mean...
I think, I honestly, you know what I think it is? The fact that it's fried in peanut oil.
That is a huge
whole,
possibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why it tastes a little more flavorful than the McDonald's
That
one.
is a really good observation because to me they both
Because other than that, they're like exactly the same.
Yeah, yeah, the same spices, almost the same bread, everything. To be the original chicken sandwich with pickles from a fast food joint, this is a very mediocre sandwich for it to have lasted so long. Although when you go to Chick-Fil-A and you ask for the chicken sandwich, you don't just ask for the regular chicken sandwich. You ask for some deluxe version of it.
We always get the spicy deluxe version, and it is bomb.
Because it feels to me like this patty is perfect to carry everything you put on top of it. Lettuce, tomatoes, pepper jack cheese, cilantro lime sauce. And it works really well. But the chicken patty by itself...
It's so basic.
It's not that great.
It's too basic.
And it's fried chicken. It doesn't feel like fried chicken. It just feels like toasty skin on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a little bit of breading.
Yeah.
Just enough to give it some texture.
Yeah. So this
I will say it was like thicker than the McDonald's one by a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. It definitely was thicker than the McDonald's one. Anything you would like to say before we give it a rating and you go on to number 3?
No. I would say that I feel like Chick-fil-A wasn't on their A game today, but I never order this regular chicken sandwich because it's just not, it's not good enough to order.
No, not by itself.
No.
So if you're in Puerto Rico and they have the crispy chicken sandwich at McDonald's, it's almost the same thing as the Chick-fil-A one. It has the same spices, the same type of fry, everything. It's not fried in peanut oil, which like Karradyne pointed out.
It makes a difference.
It makes a difference. The type of oil you fry something in does make a huge difference. That's why I'm not a very big fan of air-fried chicken wings. But the McDonald's one, it stands up to it. Like it holds a candle to it. They can go toe-to-toe, and on a good day, either one can come on top.
I thought you said it holds a candle to a dick. Just the way you said it, and he's like turned away from me. It holds a candle to a dick, and it can.
I'm turning away from you so that we don't sound double on the recording.
Number 3.
Yeah. Oh wait. Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, rating.
Mihawk. It stands somewhere between meh and okay. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's a sandwich.
It's all right.
You almost killed Luna.
I'm so sorry. Oh. Okay. Number 3. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Colonel Sanders. I'm trying to remember their catchphrases from the commercials.
Finger licking
good. Yeah, there
go.
we go. Yeah, so this one really surprised me because I fucking hate KFC with a burning passion. Burning. Yeah, so the last time I ate KFC, I remember they had some special menu item that you wanted to go have. So we went there for lunch, and I pouted, but I still got food because I was hungry, and we threw most of my food away.
No, we didn't. It was the fried, crunchy, tender, whatever, that were kind of sweet. And they had just come out when they released the new French fries that they have. And you ate all of them. What you didn't like was your drink.
I didn't like the food.
Stop lying.
I'm not lying.
No, you didn't like it.
I think we're remembering.
You just didn't want to admit that it was good.
No, I don't remember eating it at all.
You didn't. You ate all of it.
Whatever. Anyway, I never choose to go to KFC. When I think what I want for dinner, I never choose KFC. It used to be a running joke in my dad's house that we finally confessed to him and Mickey that we hate KFC, and every time they decided to have pizza for dinner, they're like, oh, we're going to have KFC. Let me go pick it up. And then we'd come home with pizza. It was a running joke to tell us they were going to get KFC. And it was not KFC.
I would have been so mad if they told me we're getting KFC and they show up with pizza. I would hate pizza forever.
No, I was always grateful. Even though it was Papa John's.
Either meat or pizza.
Pizza.
Meat? I love meat
Pizza.
more than pizza, so
Pizza.
I'll take the meat.
Pizza. Anyway, yeah, this KFC sandwich really surprised me, but it is the ugliest chicken sandwich I've ever seen.
That one was hideous.
That was a wonky ass chicken patty. It was like they put a fucking breast with a wing attached to it on the sandwich.
It's like they cut a breast and left the chicken's neck on it.
Yeah. I mean, you'll see the picture. There's literally like a growth hanging out of this sandwich.
But
it's a pretty decent chicken sandwich.
it was a phenomenal chicken sandwich.
I don't know about that. I might be pushing it a little bit. Compared to the other two, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
So it has a great crunch. It has a classic KFC chicken taste.
I wouldn't know.
Because KFC chicken, it's really greasy because it's
very greasy.
It's fried at low temperatures for some fucking reason.
So it's got to fry forever.
Yeah, so it's just like soaked in oil, and the breading, you still get all that amazing flavor, but it's just off-putting as fuck. So they take that flavor, those 11 herbs and spices, or Herberts and spices. They put it in that extra crispy chicken batter, and they just fry it. And those spices, combined with the pickles that they use, are perfect.
We finally had a sandwich with mayonnaise on it, but I have to say they put too much mayonnaise on it. It was kind of drowning a little bit, but it was crispy. It was still crispy chicken.
It was very crunchy chicken.
They put a lot of fucking pickles on that thing too.
So, I said that the pickles worked with the spices.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, the job of the pickles is, to give you a refresh when you're eating the sandwich. You get a different change of flavor so that you're not overwhelmed by all the fatty richness from both the mayonnaise, the butter, the bread, and the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
This one didn't have that. Because the pickles work so well with the spices, it kind of all blended together in a really delicious taste, but there was nothing there to break up the flavor. This one, it gets a very solid okay.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It was a pretty good chicken sandwich. I had told you they have a decent sandwich, and you're like, no, it's KFC. I don't want KFC. I don't want to get KFC.
Well, in addition to the fact that greasy food does not like me. I can eat greasy food to an extent. If it's too greasy, I can't stomach it. But later on, we go to battle. Are you making a puke face at me?
No, I was burping.
Oh, greasy food, I can't take it. Oh, it's a lot.
Okay, so do we want to go to the...
Number 2?
The one that surprised me the most, the one that I'm so happy that landed on this spot?
Number 2?
Yep.
You get to announce this one.
This is Church's Chicken. The Church's fried chicken sandwich. Oh my God. It is so good. It has some delicious sweet bread that is toasted with butter perfectly. It has this nice layer that separates all the greasy mayonnaise and the juicy pickles away from the rest of the bun. So when you bite into it, there is a discernible layer keeping everything apart from everything else. Nothing soaks into the bread, and everything just stays where it's supposed to be. It has the perfect amount of mayonnaise, the perfect amount of pickles. The chicken is very tasty with that classic Church's Chicken taste.
Very flavorful.
And the best part, and this is something that none of the other sandwiches had, even the number 1 spot, is still tasted like chicken. It tasted like a fresh chicken breast. It didn't taste like it had been frozen and thawed. It didn't taste like it had been pumped with salt water. Processed. It just tasted like real chicken.
It did. It was pretty freaking good.
This chicken would have been number 1 spot if it wouldn't have been for one problem.
It wasn't crunchy. There was no crunch discernible at all.
No, it didn't have any crunch, but I will say I bought this chicken and we didn't eat it until probably half an hour after I bought it.
That is true. So that probably factored into it. But how long did it take you to get here with the KFC? KFC was still really crunchy.
KFC was the last one that I bought.
Did you go to the one near the apartment?
No, I went to the one on Cimarron, which is off 408 to Cimarron, then back on 408. So it was quick.
So I don't know. I wanna say yeah, defend it that way, but the fact that another one still sat in the car, 2 other ones sat in the car for a hot minute.
The other one was McDonald's, and McDonald's wasn't crunchy.
No, KFC still sat in the car for a minute.
Not as long.
No.
Nowhere near as long.
But I feel like another factor is that this patty was probably one of the smaller ones, because you'll see in the picture that it didn't really peek out from the bun at all.
No,
So it was kind of encased, and it sat in the car.
I also noticed the patty itself looked like it was folded on the edge. So maybe when they threw it in to fry, it maybe shriveled up a bit, and that's why it looked smaller. But yeah, this is it's so close. Let me see. I think.
Yeah, I'm looking at the pictures now, and it is literally the only one that doesn't peek out except for in one spot where it just had like a wonky little wing.
Yeah. So
And
yeah,
you got KFC. It looks like it has a fucking dong hanging out of the sandwich.
had a dick and balls instead of chicken sandwich.
Oh god.
A dick and ball sandwich.
No, thank you. I'm good. Talk about greasy. Ooh. I can't.
Let me give the damn rating.
No, this is my time to shine.
So the church's sandwich is borderline goer, bitch. It just falls short because of crispiness. Like I said, if it would have been crispy, it would have won.
I thought about something though.
What?
Do you remember that night we went up to Georgia kind of late, and we got me
The sandwich.
we got me
the
that sandwich, and we ate it in that parking lot like 10 minutes after we got it. It was not crunchy compared to number 1, because I've had number 1 before.
Right.
And I was comparing it to that the whole time.
I completely forgot. Jalapenos. If you go to Church's Chicken, get the jalapenos. They are pickled jalapenos. They look and feel like they've been pickling for years.
They're a slap in the face.
They are amazing. They are so good. They are all flavor and a little bit of fire.
That's a lie. I was having to hang my mouth open and do the fan.
That last one that I ate, the last bite was all seeds. I regretted it, but it was so good.
I liked the fire, but I couldn't handle it. No, siree.
It was good. All right, so tell me, what's number 1?
Number 1 is Love That Chicken from Popeyes.
Finger licking good.
No, that's KFC. It's Louisiana.
I'm Popeyeing it.
Oh, God.
Please hire us, Popeye.
Oh. I don't want to move to Louisiana. I can't understand what they say. You can't duplicate that accent.
No.
I'm watching these people on 90 Day Fiancé like, what the fuck? Where are these people from?
What do they say?
Deep in the bayou. Oh, God. Can't understand a damn thing they say.
It's all right. I can't understand banjo when you guys talk.
This is worse. This is way worse. I'm going to make you sit down this Sunday and watch this fucking show with me for once.
I've told you about my coworker. I haven't told this story here. When I worked at Universal Studios as the warehouse lead.
Oh, no.
I love him to death. He is great.
Bless his heart.
So I got promoted to lead, and there were a bunch of changes. A lot of people got promoted and moved around, and there was this one guy from North or South Carolina.
That ain't even that bad.
Now.
That sounds like me.
No.
Well, not quite,
No.
but when I turned it on.
we would he was in charge of dealing with some returns and warranty issues and whatnot, and sometimes he would come out and he would start talking to me. He's like, so I have to do this and this and this and this and that, and I couldn't understand anything he was saying. I was like, okay. And I would ask him, what do you need to do? And he would go off, and I'm like, okay. Do you know what you need to do? He says, yes or no? Yeah. And what do you need to do? Okay, then go do it, because I don't understand anything you're saying. You know what you're doing. I don't. Just go.
Shame on you. Shame.
There were a bunch of times where he would come up to me, start talking, making jokes, and I would have to pick up the jokes on context, because I could not understand what he was saying. Eventually, I started to learn how to understand them. And because I understand him, I can understand your friends.
Which friends?
The trucker.
You hating?
Oh, he has a thick-ass accent.
Yeah, he does.
No problem understanding him, but I understand him.
Anyway.
So tell me, what's number one?
So yeah, number one is the chicken sandwich from Popeyes. It is crispy. It's got mayonnaise. It's got pickles, which are also crispy.
Yeah, they are.
It has a nice moist bun. And it is very flavorful. And all of the flavors work together so perfectly to make the perfect chicken sandwich.
It has this unmistakable
Popeyes
crunch and taste to the chicken, which
it's more. I feel like it's less harsh. It's more of like
inviting.
A loving caress.
It's like grandma made you a chicken sandwich.
And we're back to squeaking. She found the squeaker in the paw of the big toy.
I'm not gonna be able to cut that out.
She's so cute when she's playing. It's hard to. She's not doing it right now.
She kind of smells bad.
She needs a bath.
So it's a comforting sandwich. I understand all the love for the sandwich. I had it a couple of times, but it was never this good as today. I feel like today they said, "Oh, they're gonna review this chicken sandwich. Let me make the best one ever."
I still don't understand the line wrapped around the building and down the road.
It's not.
I don't understand that.
It's not wrap yourself around the building type of food,
No.
but it is a real good fucking chicken sandwich.
It's delicious.
One of my last bites, it was chicken, pickles, bread, everything, and I felt two types of crunch. They were both so pleasant. The chicken crunch and the pickle crunch is just...
The crunch makes a world of difference.
Yeah, because you like the flavor, and texture is important to go along with flavor, because you can have the most delicious tasting thing, and if it feels like a mouthful of slime or a mouthful of cold fat.
No.
Exactly.
Nope.
I also feel like because we picked up the 5 sandwiches, and they sat around a little and got cold a little bit, I was able to enjoy the taste more.
Really?
Yeah, because usually when you get the sandwich, they just had fried the chicken.
So it hasn't like settled.
It hasn't settled, and 2, it's too hot that you can't actually taste anything.
Right.
Because you're trying not to burn yourself.
You hiccuping just made me think of something, and now I can't think of anything else.
What?
I encountered an individual today who hiccuped and apologized for hiccuping and said I had to hump. I was like, what? And they said they were swallowing air. I encounter some unique individuals on a daily basis, to say the least.
At least he didn't do what I do when I have the hiccups.
What? Scream?
Scream.
Drives me nuts.
Oh, I
Makes
scream
me
so loud.
mad.
It goes away. That's all I want.
It's all that chicken grease.
So, Popeyes, garbage.
Definitely.
And only by a very, very small margin.
If Church's had been crunchy,
it would have won.
It would have been number 1.
But
Popeyes would have been a very close number 2.
Mm-hmm. It still would have been garbage, because it is a garbage level sandwich.
It really is.
Churches just needed that crunch to be perfection because everything else just works so amazingly well on that sandwich.
I'm telling you, it's too tiny and too enveloped.
If you have a Churches near you and you can get the sandwich, get it. If you're in Puerto Rico, eat a Pechu sandwich for me. That would make me very happy because I haven't had that in so long. Okay, so just imagine the most juicy, perfectly crispy, crunchy chicken breast in a sweet bun, like the ones that we just had. Cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise.
So like a chicken club, sort of, like without bacon.
Way better. It doesn't have bacon, but it is way better. It is so freaking good.
You know what's a really good sandwich?
Oh, and they have another one which is called the Pancho Sandwich, which it's exactly the same thing except it has nachos in it.
Oh.
It is so fucking good.
That's weird.
I miss those sandwiches so much.
I'm sorry.
The fried chicken's still the same over here, so
we'll go one day.
We'll see.
You know what's a good sandwich?
What?
The kickin' chicken sandwich from Zaxby's that I create on my own. It's a chicken tender sandwich, so it's quite different.
I'm not 100% a fan of those, of that one sauce.
It's so good!
But
Tongue torch sauce.
Now that we do have a winner on the fast food front of who has the best fried chicken sandwich, we need to figure out who has the best
spicy
chicken. Period.
And spicy chicken sandwich. But yes to chicken, period.
Chicken, period.
Nope, we don't want chicken, period.
You eat them for breakfast. It's called eggs.
That's why Kiki scarred me on eggs.
They poison you with chicken, period.
I have just gotten to a point in my life where I can eat eggs again. Like in breakfast form. Don't you fucking dare give me an omelet. I will throw it in your face.
Guess
I will
what?
never eat an omelet again.
Whenever I made omu rice, the egg is an omelet.
It's different.
It's still rawer than a regular omelet.
It's different. It's all in my head.
It is. You're insane. Wow, this is a long episode. I didn't think it was going to be this long.
No, we thought it was only going to be like 20 minutes long. Oops. Well, hey, people are expecting to get a full episode on Fridays. They're basically still getting a full episode.
They're fucking double dipping because they're getting this one and then one on Monday.
All about chicken sandwiches.
So we're going to start next month after Monday. Monday, technically, we're going to have to push what would have been tomorrow's episode to Monday, so it would have technically been still February, even though it's the 1st of March. But I personally, I'm going to go on another quest. We did the quest for the Perfect Cuban recently, which fell on Arcade Month, which were January's episodes, which if you go back a couple of episodes, you're going to see that we were looking for the Perfect Cuban, and we found it at...
Arcade Monsters,
yes,
not
Arcade
Gods and Monsters.
Arcade Monsters. So now we're going to go on another adventure. We're going to try to find the perfect chicken. Just the perfect chicken. It can be spicy, fried, it can be baked, it can be rotisseried. I just want to find the perfect chicken because I was on Twitter a few months ago and I saw Andrew Sermon, the guy who used to host Bizarre Foods, making what he calls the best chicken he's ever had.
That TV show that we never watched. The Best Thing I Ever Ate.
No.
But it's like...
yeah, but it's his recipe of him making it in his house.
Right.
So I'm thinking, I was like, I have never really had chicken that I said, I need to eat this chicken again. It was chicken. Have you ever had that where you eat something and you're like, it was chicken? Or have you had chicken and you say, I gotta eat this fucking chicken again? Which I think the one that we're going to cover for Monday is actually one of those. And it's so close to being the perfect chicken, but I'm not going to give it that yet.
I don't think so. But I'm also not a carnivore like you are. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm never sold on just the meat, if that makes sense. I don't know.
You were with the place that we're going to talk about on Monday.
Well, yeah, but Still.
To the point where you just kept saying, like, I want to go back, I want to go back, I want to go back, and we went back like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, it's a problem.
We haven't been back since then, and I was
No,
thinking
it's
about
not
it today.
Cheap.
I was thinking about it today so bad.
We're
I was
not
like,
going
oh,
back
shit.
there for a long time.
Yeah, no, we're not.
It ain't cheap.
No. But I do want to try Chicken Fire, so we should go there. And, I don't know, I guess we'll see where else we can find good chicken in Orlando. Which, I'm sure it shouldn't be too hard. Exactly. What you said, Luna.
It sounds like a little birdie.
Yeah. So, anything else you want to say before we end the episode? You want to read us the ending?
No.
Please read it. I don't want to do it.
Okay.
All right, let's do some housekeeping. Karen's going to take care of that.
Okay. Go sign up for our Patreon because we're giving away Persona 5 Royal Edition and House in the Cerulean. Go sign up for our Patreon because
so
we're giving
easy,
away
is it?
Persona 5 Royal Edition and the house in the Cerulean Sea this month. You'll find the link in the show notes. We will announce the winner on Monday's episode.
Yeah. So you have until Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday at like 5 p.m.
Let's just say like 8 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, because we'll probably record later than we normally do.
Yeah.
Since we're not doing it on a weekday anymore. Anyway, remember to follow us. Remember to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at anovelconsole and on Facebook at facebook.com/anovelconsole. Don't forget, you can also tell your friends that they can find the podcast on most major podcast streaming platforms and that they can also listen on YouTube by searching for A Novel Console. Don't forget to tell them to subscribe, like, and comment. We would be humbled if you did. I'm still the grammar there. Oh, good. Okay. You should also leave a review on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts so that more people can find us. You can also email us at anovelconsole@gmail.com and we'll read your email on the show unless you ask us not to, in which case we won't. Our art was done by Metamorphique on Instagram. Her link is in the show notes.
There you go.
Ta-da!
I still need to fix that. It's still weird.
We would be humbled if he did. No.
Which we'd be humbled.
No, he needed.
Which we'd be humbled.
I'm good at fixing grammar, but not so much when I'm reading it and speaking it.
Which we'd be humbled. Which we'd.
Which weed? Oh God.
That's a good place for a
Which weed?
a sandwich shop that also gives you a
Weed.
A joint every time you got a sandwich. You just see people going in, buying a sandwich, throwing the sandwich away, and keeping the joint.
Mm-hmm. Straight up.
Oh, fucking druggies.
Yeah, you fill out your paper, and then you choose if you want a joint or a brownie or
A bite.
a Rice Krispie treat.
The communal,
A bong.
The communal bong.
Oh God, that's great.
Or if you ask for the secret menu, you can probably get some meth.
Did you listen to that on WJRR today? Where they were talking about the battle of the best weed in the country, and then some guy was like, "Oh, Ohio has the best meth."
What was it? He traveled from Pennsylvania to Ohio to get meth. And the cops ask him why. He says because the
meth is better.
in Pennsylvania sucks, and the one in Ohio is better.
Disclaimer, neither of us have ever done meth. We do not have any interest in doing meth.
Hey, if you want to send us some meth, our email address is
God.
anovelconsole@gmail.com. Good luck getting it over here. Digital meth.
Okay, do you have anything else to say?
No,
My darling husband.
50 minutes. I guess that's it.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye, everyone.